everyone. Figured instead of doing a regular review or even doing just a regular Talkin Toys, I'll just give my impressions on Masterpiece Tracks. Who was a gift to me for my birthday / Christmas from my friend Connie, which I really appreciate. First things, this guy's little buddy Raul. No paint on his eyes. I might go in, paint his eyes, I might not. This is kind of tiny. But, yeah, still kind of cool. And he's got his mini best friend Autobot, Mr. Blaster, which is pretty cool. But as for Tracks himself, I really like him. I really do. He's not perfect because, you know, there is this, but, you know, Tracks has always had a big backpack like that. That's actually part of his character. And you can actually mistransform this and move this further up so that it sits higher up here and it closes in on his back more. Which also isn't bad looking, but it kind of makes it so you have to have his wings like way up at an angle like that. And I don't like that. Yeah, I think this is another really great Masterpiece figure. I really like it. The metallic blue on him is probably the most beautiful paint job we've had on a Masterpiece figure so far. And the other colors, the oranges, the yellows, the reds, it's really nice. Really, really nicely done. His face is really cool looking, at least to me. Love Trax's red face. Anybody who knows me knows that Trax is my favorite Autobot. You know, he was my favorite G1 toy back in the day. Just something about that flying Corvette. Yeah, I'm not going to show his other two modes. I mean, if you really want to know what he looks like, get the box. You know, that's what he looks like when he's flying. He does have the little wings and little intakes and stuff. I really love that. That's really nice. And then on the front, you see he's a Corvette. Corvette Stingray. Really cool. Love that a lot. He has a nice amount of articulation. And you can see back there, there's the Autobot symbol in the flames. I love that. It's so well done. But I didn't even realize this when I was messing around with him yesterday. You can move this flap up and get his legs all the way forward. Hey, I'm a professional too. But he's got really nice range on his legs. Everything's nice and tight. Nice swivel there. Nice ratchets in his knees. His feet, I like putting the ankle part back this way because it hides it a little more, so that's not... If you put it too far forward, there's a huge gap between the bottom of the car, the front end of the car, and his foot. You put it like this, it's not as noticeable. See what I mean? Plus, it also lets his heels be a little bit further back and gives him more stability there. And his arms. I love this. It's very accurate. Nice range of movement there. He's got ratchets in his elbows, which is nice. Wrists. And he's got like the typical Masterpiece hands for the cars, where the fingers go like... I know third-party companies are already making articulated hands for him. They're going to be kind of small. I'm kind of iffy on that. The hands on the Datsun cars are a little bit better. They're a little bit bigger, so you can put those articulated fingers. His are tiny. Trax is a very skinny guy. He always has been. So, yeah, he's really good. He's got a nice range of movement on his head. He can look up because he can fly. I love that he comes with a flight stand. Can use it with a couple different figures that I have, but when he's not using it. And his black beam gun, always nice. And he holds this really well. I mean, better than most Masterpiece figures hold their guns. His fits in there really nicely. I know some people have been complaining about him. I don't understand it. I mean, some people I think are just getting too critical of what we're being given. They didn't even have to give us an official Masterpiece Tracks. They didn't have to. They did, and it is fantastic. I love it. Love it. Really good. And we can bring in some other Masterpiece figures here, because I was going to take some pictures with him anyway. Here he is with Optimus. Who doesn't want to see your trunk, Optimus? Go home. Let's get him to stand. There we go. Optimus. Here's Wheeljack. And Trax he's about the same height as Wheeljack. I know a lot of people have been looking at it and showing him to be taller than the other cars. He's not really. He's not really. He's right around the same height as the other cars. What makes him look taller is the backpack above his head. But at the head, he's the same height. Here he is with Bumblebee. And Mirage. I don't care what anybody says. That's Mirage. Bite me. That's Mirage. And of course, you can't have tracks without Blaster. And if you want, here's Grimlock. Getting a big shot here. Prowl, Sideswipe. I didn't bring out Blue Streak or a couple of the others, but you can see there. That's a nice Autobot team right there. Really nice. So, yeah. So I recommend him. If you have a chance to get him, mess around with him for yourself. His transformation's kind of fun, kind of fiddly. I'm not going to be dishonest about that. There is some fiddle factor to it, but you know what? It's still pretty good. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys again. Bye.